Another day, another just mountain of bullish Bitcoin news with another publicly traded company announcing their Bitcoin purchase and confirmation of which university endowments are buying Bitcoin. But with all that bullish news, why the heck is the price not mooning? Come on, Bitcoin, what are you doing, man? Well, in this video, I will discuss just that. My name is Lark, and I make videos every single day to help you make money investing. So if that is what you want to do, then make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to make sure that you catch every episode. By the way, every single week, my team and I write Wealth Mastery. It's an investor report jam-packed full of information that you need to be successful in this market. It comes out every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, every single issue that you get is going to include a deep dive altcoin report, top-tier technical analysis, a step-by-step decentralized finance tutorial, a trending coin report, the latest token sales and airdrops, and much, much more, all for less than $10 a week, making this the most value-packed and the most affordable report on the market. So let's click on the link down below where you can learn more about becoming a member today. Okay, so let's just jump straight in here and take a look at the Bitcoin charts. So Bitcoin, it's still in a downtrend right now. We haven't broken out of that yet. Bitcoin has actually been rejected above the 50-period moving average on the 4-hour charts. So you can see here that there was an attempted breakout. Unfortunately, that breakout ended up being nothing more than a fake out move. So we had really low volume on this, which is quite indicative that there's not really a lot of conviction in the market and that it could be a fake out move, which is exactly what it was. What we want to see now is for a green candle to close above this purple line with strong volume coming in behind it. Until we see this happening, then Bitcoin is really still in a downtrend. Is that we're basically a few days away from what could be a bearish crossover with the 50-period moving average falling under the 200-period moving average on the 4-hour charts. Now, this is not confirmed. It's not a confirm yet, so until it confirms, we can't really, trade based on that, but it may not happen, and even if it does happen, it may not mean that the price will fall dramatically considering the strength of the market currently. But it's just some food for thought because that is a potential bearish signal coming up. One interesting thing that could be showing a bullish reversal building up is that the RSI, the relative strength index, has actually just broken out of a major downtrend. It's now retesting that trend line as support, so that could indicate that we are going to see the RSI building higher in the days to come. That would indicate potentially we do see some price reversal action here too. So it's an interesting place to find ourselves in right now with the price of Bitcoin. We're in this kind of zone of uncertainty. But this is all short-term stuff. If we zoom out to the daily, then we can actually see that Bitcoin has basically been flat for the last 4 days. And it's doing that also on really low volume. So basically what that means, prepare for volatility. That's basically what you get when you have this kind of flat movement, really low volume. We're going to see a big move coming pretty soon. Now, which direction it's going to go, indefinitive at this moment. But if you're looking to be buying the dips, 30,000, 29,000, 27,500. For breakout traders, you want to be eyeing the top of the green line around $35,500. A close above that line with some volume to back it up would actually signal a trend reversal. So those are the areas to be watching right now. And you know what's funny about this indecisive price action for Bitcoin at the moment is that we've got just so many bullish news stories coming out today. We had a Chinese gaming company buying more than 20,000 Bitcoin miners to make them a pretty big player in the Bitcoin mining game. We have Rothschild Investments. They've made a big increase to their Bitcoin holdings via Grayscale. But those are just two kind of smaller stories. I'm going to share 2 stories with you now that are just way bigger than those. And the first is that Marathon Patent Group. This is a NASDAQ traded Bitcoin mining company, has just announced that they have bought $150 million worth of Bitcoin. So that's around 4,800 Bitcoin. They bought that via the New York Digital Investment Group, NYDIG. So that's pretty cool to see it happening. This is a really big deal because obviously it is another publicly traded company buying Bitcoin in order to diversify away from their cash reserves. But to be fair, This is already a Bitcoin company, so it's kind of a sensible move for them. So Marathon, they're a Bitcoin mining company, but still it's a publicly listed company over on the Nasdaq, so it's another publicly listed company buying Bitcoin to get rid of their cash and get into Bitcoin. The company will also be receiving 103,000 new mining machines soon. That's crazy. But you know what's even crazier? They cannot mine Bitcoin fast enough to satisfy their goals, so they need to just go out on the open market and frickin' buy it. Now, I actually covered the Marathon stock in Wealth Mastery issue number 22, and it's up like 3x since we talked about it. And with this purchase of Bitcoin, it's really become just like a great pure Bitcoin stock play. Since you get exposure to their mining and their mining operations, you need exposure to their long-term Bitcoin hodling. So it's pretty interesting stuff there. The second big piece of news is that we now have confirmation about which university endowments have actually been buying Bitcoin. So it's been rumored now for a while, but it's been named that Harvard, Yale, Brown, and the University of Michigan all confirmed as buying Bitcoin. Now, we have a few others which haven't been quite named yet, but they are probably going to announce pretty soon. Now, we had that rumor a few weeks ago that endowments were buying Bitcoin. We just didn't know which of them were, but now we do. And it's the biggest, most famous university endowments, Harvard and Yale, and it's just crazy stuff. And the interesting thing is here, too, they've been getting into Bitcoin for a long time. It's very, very surprising. They've been buying Bitcoin for the last freaking year, man. Those sly dogs. Just think about who else has probably been stacking up Bitcoin for a year or maybe more while keeping just totally quiet about it. Crazy stuff. I think we're going to see some really big announcements in 2021 as more people kind of start coming out of the woodwork saying, oh yeah, by the way, we've been buying Bitcoin for a year and we have 50,000 of it or something. Now, look, that's all very exciting. And you may be asking yourself, man, there's all this big money, people piling in, there's all this stuff going on. Why is the price falling today? I mean, what the fuck, dude? I mean, not cool, Bitcoin. Not cool. We've just been ranging now for what seems like an eternity in this downtrend after the big kind of run-up that we had. Meanwhile, all I see every day is more and more stories about big money filling their bags with Bitcoin, buying up big time, more whales coming in. Surely the price should be mooning like crazy right now, but it's not. Well, quite simply, there is more people looking to sell than people looking to buy. More selling pressure than buying pressure. But look, we have miners coming in to sell. We have retail buyers panic selling, locking in profits, all that stuff, trying to get out any price they can get. So that's something you need to keep in mind. A lot of the buying, too, that we're seeing with all these big groups is actually happening on OTC desks, so it's not necessarily causing these big volume spikes on exchanges. And those people who are buying on exchanges, they tend to do so very carefully so as not to spike the prices. This is exactly what MicroStrategy did. They did thousands of small buys in order not to spike the price. Also, the big money guys, they're aggressive dip buyers. They want to buy Bitcoin at 30,000, right? So that's where they're putting their orders in at. This is the reset of the Bitcoin market after that insane rally. Quite simply, we're seeing a lot of Bitcoin change hands. People are cashing out, people are taking profits, all that kind of stuff. But demand is still super high. We have a lot of new players entering the market, meaning that we're building basically a strong new floor for Bitcoin in this price range above $30,000. It has a build-up effect. It takes a little bit of time, right? We're like a big tightening spring, getting ready and wound up and building up that energy for the next big move. Honestly, I think that this sideways action is fantastic. You should be happy that we got a nice new accumulation zone for Bitcoin. Everybody at $40,000. Man, if only I could have bought Bitcoin for cheaper. Now it's cheaper. What are you doing? This shakeout period, it's actually quite a healthy thing for the market. It's nice to kind of reset things a little bit, calm down, So your question for today, have you been buying Bitcoin during this downtrend? Maybe you're waiting to buy lower. Maybe you're waiting to buy higher. I don't know. Let me know down below in the comments section. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.